What's good, everybody? It's the Clown with Cab Show. Shout out to all my ex-girlfriends. Yes, I'm not here to bash my exes. I'm actually to give homage to my exes, to give some respect to my exes. And I feel like everybody nowadays, whether you're male or female, when we bring up exes, it's kind of like a touchy subject. It's kind of in a way similar to like abortion in a way where people don't want to talk about it necessarily. But for me, I embrace it when people bring up events from the past and try to like bash me or try to get under my skin. I just embrace it, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I respect all my ex-girlfriends, and I first want to start off with my first girlfriend. This was back in middle school. Her name was Jessica, and it was like a truth or dare thing. And at the time, I was so young. I was like in 6th or 7th grade, and that was the time where I was like, I started to like girls, right? I was like, okay, I like girls now, because during a stage, I was like, when you're like super young, dude, and you're a guy, you don't know if you like chicks yet, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just that type, I was really a late bloomer, but eventually, I started to get into that, and then I started to make out with this girl named Jessica, right? And really, it was a shame because I bit her tongue on accident, and then all my friends started to make fun of me. They told everybody in the school, and they called me Jaws Capstick, because I bit her tongue, dude. And Jessica, to this day, I wonder how she's doing now, but I was just like, damn, why did I bite her tongue, dude? Like, what the heck, dude? Like, it's just sad, and I'm used to it. It's what it is. People making fun of me. That's normal. But, when they're trying to bash me from, biting her tongue, dude, it is kind of sick. It is kind of disturbing, right? Obviously, I didn't know how to kiss, so it was just one of them things where I'm like, I'm just going to bite her tongue and see what happens, you know what I'm saying? And then it didn't go well at all. It did not, but, shout out to Jessica one time back in middle school. Then I finally got a high school girlfriend. Shout out to my old high school girlfriend. Her name was Sarah. Look, Sarah, she was about my height. She was a little older than me, so that was really a big difference for me in high school years where it's like, man, I'm dating a girl that's older. I love this, dude. Like, I thought it was great. You know what I'm saying? Even if she was cheating on me at the time, I was like, dude, she's older than me. I'm in high school. She's in college, dude. Like, I'm sneaking into her dorm rooms. Yeah, and I'm still in high school, dude. Like, this is crazy. Every time I would wake up in the morning, she would give me her breakfast card, and I'd go get breakfast, get biscuits and gravy, get the whole everything down there, because she had a food card, and I love that. And to me, I kind of embraced the college life way before I even touched down in college. I was like, holy cow, this is great. I started to, meet new people down there, but for me, I love that, dude. I would always hang out with her in her dorm rooms on the weekends, get that late night nut, and then the morning nut after that. So it was good. I loved it. I loved everything about. Shout out to Sarah one time. But, we kind of grew apart. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it happens in relationships. Not just, girlfriend relationships, even friendships. Sometimes they just grow apart. And that's kind of how we were. I was kind of immature in my way. So it is what it was. So shout out to Sarah. Even though she was probably my height, maybe an inch or two taller than me, which was kind of weird, right? Talking about no types. But I'm telling you, this was kind of way off a little bit. But shout out to Sarah one time. And then when I got in college, yes, in college was a different ball game, right? Because I kind of had already had like a grasp of what college was. I kind of had my foot in the pond a little bit, where it's like, okay, I know what college is. I know what the dorm room lives are like. I know what all these are like. And then I got introduced to a fraternity. Then I met the girl, the love of my life at the time. I still love this woman. Shout out to Megan one time. Even my best friend to this day still tells me I dropped the bag. I fumbled the bag on that relationship. And honestly, for me looking back, I do think the biggest regret that I have in that relationship was me just being really immature. Immature in my ways. Every decision I made was just really immature. But when I talk about her in college, man, she would do anything for me. So shout out to her one time. She's still, I love her to death. You know what I'm saying? I hope she's all right. But, it bothers me sometimes, when my homies even bring up the past and say, you fumbled the bag cap on this one. You did this wrong. She made me breakfast. She made me lunch and dinner. Dude, she would do anything for me. It was great, dude. Everything was awesome to that. Just really immature. We were so young and are stuck in our ways, right? But I just love that, man. I love women out there. And obviously in today's day and age, a lot of guys out there, aren't straight. So like they swing both ways, which, hey, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? You do you. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm straight, and I believe in my views. I believe in the Christian views. I believe in the Bible. I don't support same-sex marriage, none of that. So to me, it was kind of like, dude, when I saw like, gay people out there like making out and stuff, I'm like, dude, what is going on, dude? Like, I just, that was a new life to me. I was like, dude, this can't be true. Like, this can't be true. I did not see two girls just making out right now. I did not see two guys just kissing and holding hands in public, but I did, dude. It's a new century, man. It's a new era. It's kind of weird in a way. But, when I talk about ex-girlfriends, it's like, dude, I love that, man. I really do. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, dude, I wish I kind of was still a virgin. I wish I didn't know what vagina feels like. Straight up. Like, it's definitely, God definitely created that for men and women to become the one, dude. It's insane, dude. But seriously, God took his time when he created women. And that's all I gotta say about that. And it is crazy. It's insane, and it's intense. It really is. But for men out there, they need women. Absolutely. And same thing with women. Women who say we don't need men. Well, men built this country. They built the bridges. They built the roads. They built hospitals. So that is silly when I hear women out here today, especially modern day women, where they just bash men out there. Like men didn't do anything. Men didn't go to wars back in the day. Like, come on. Like, men's really built this generation up. But I do think men today, I think the biggest weakness point are weak men. To let women just walk all over them. To let women cheat on them. I mean, there's guys out there that let their wives, have sex with other dudes. Like, dude, that is crazy to me, dude. Like, what is going on, dude? Like, the love and the marriage is just going away, dude. It's going off the grid. It's going like way far, and then I had a recent girlfriend. I don't even want to talk about it really, but I just think with exes, when they try to call you back and you haven't talked to them in months, what does that mean? And I think for every type of relationship out there, if exes are calling you back, typically that means they miss you or they have some type of regret that happened in the past with you and her or him and you or whatever the case is. Something must have happened along the way where they're like, oh, I kind of regret that, and I understand that. I've dealt through heartbreaks. I had a girlfriend cheat on me before, so it is what it was. You know what I'm saying? And I also cheated on a girlfriend, so I know both sides where I know both feelings, right? I know what cheated on me feels like, and I know what cheating on someone else feels like, and both of them really feel kind of similar, dude. They're not a good feeling. It's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my early 20s, I thought it was cool. Like, hey, yeah, dude, I want to smash every chick out there. I can pull every chick, every hot chick out there. That mindset is not that good, dude, because in reality, you can't, dude. Like, men cannot pull every bad chick out there. They just can't, dude. Like, I don't care if you're Justin Bieber or Usher. You cannot pull every bad chick out there. There's going to be women that deny you. There's going to be women that ignore you. There's going to be women that don't even pay attention to you. And it's crazy. Me being a guy, it's different because I know all the times, out of like 3 months, maybe once or twice I get hit on by women. And at that time, I know the whole conversation. I know how it started. I know where it went. I know how it ended. Now, for women out there, that's like once every day, dude, at least. They're getting hit on like 3 or 4 times, if not more, if they're really attractive. And women today are like, oh, I don't want the attention. But men out there who don't get any attention at all, they're probably like, dude, it's completely different for them, dude. Like, there's way more men out there that are so sad that don't get talked to, that don't get approached by women, dude. Like, it's crazy. And then women are really mad about them getting too much attention. It is crazy. Men out there, it's tougher to be a guy than a girl. Absolutely, I do, especially in dating relationship-wise. Because if you're a woman, you dress up real nice, you can get any guy to talk to you wherever you're at in public. To where as a guy, most of the times you have to work for that. You have to go talk to them. You have to go out of your way sometimes. You have to be the man. Sometimes you have to get embarrassed. I've been embarrassed many times, dude. Talking in front of people, look stupid, look silly. That's how it goes sometimes. That's part of life. Like, but you're gonna look stupid in that regard. But I just think today, in relationships today, where are we going in relationships? I think relationships today are really weak. I think it's more like online driven. I think it's really social media driven. How do I look? Not to really how do I act? How do I feel inside my heart and my mind? Nowadays it's just like, hey, What can we do? What can you do for me? I benefit from you? That's really what relationships are, and I don't think that's necessarily good. I think relationships need to continue to go down that path where they love each other, they're passionate about each other, they communicate well with each other, that they have a bond together, that they have loyalty together. That's what you need from a man and a woman. You need loyalty, you need companionship, you need communication, you need these things. You don't want to do things around your spouse's or your husband's back. You just don't, dude. It's not the way to do it. But I think, should exes talk to each other years down the road if they are not married? That's a good question. I do think in a way they could actually talk, but to me, I'm not gonna, go to my exes and be like, yeah, how many guys have you been ran through? How many guys have you dated since I talked to you? No, dude, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I don't want to know how many guys you've been ran through. Like, I just don't want to know that. Like, that doesn't come to my mind, and I'm like happy about that. No, I don't want to know at all. Like, even in the past, like if I got cheated on before, I don't want to know that now. Like, that was so long ago. I don't want to know. Like, that is in the past. It's gone. It's forever gone. But I just think for exes today, dude, it is kind of it is stitchy situation. But I just think it is overall for women to get more attention than guys out there. You have to understand that. And like, to be a man out there, you have to be funny. You have to have sense of humor. You have to be rich. You have to have a lot of things to be a good, successful man in today's day and age. To date a successful woman out there. But I just think women today are really like going off the grid in a way where it's like, hey, I'm going to have OnlyFans. I'm going to post, titty pictures, ass pictures all over the internet. I want guys to DM me left and right all the time. It's just kind of like, dang, like, do I want my wife doing that? Do I want my wife putting like ass pictures online? Do I want my wife like flaunting her breast everywhere, to let everybody see, dude? No, dude. Do I want my wife wearing a dog in front of everybody? Like, dude, come on. Like, it's crazy. It's a different era, though. It really is. We look at the women back like 100 years ago, like 1900s, dude. Like, women today look like way better than they did back then, right? I mean, obviously, you'd have some dimes back in the day, like back in the 50s, even the 1900s, 1800s. Yes, the women have always been beautiful, but I just think nowadays women today are kind of like more fake-ish. Like, fake boobs, fake butt, fake face. I'm going to get surgery on my face. It's not really natural. I want a natural woman. You know what I'm saying? Just naturally beautiful. Doesn't have to wear heavy makeup all the time. Like, dude, that's great. I love women who don't always have to wear makeup, dude. That's awesome for a guy. Like, that's what guys want. We want that, dude. Like, we want that. I just think overall, men out there today, we want love. We want love from our partner. We want to trust her. We don't want her to go out with her friends and us get cheated on. Like, we don't want that. Like, I mean, obviously there are probably some guys out there like, yeah, whatever. But for me, if I have a girlfriend, I'm not going to want my girlfriend to go get, hit by another dude. Like, that would suck, dude. That would hurt my confidence a little bit. But what helps my confidence is when I have an ex call me back months later. That helps my confidence. That's telling me, hey, she misses me. Maybe she regrets the way things happen. Maybe she messed up along the way. That helps my confidence grow a little bit. But my confidence doesn't grow when my girlfriend, is over here sleeping with other men. That doesn't help him grow. It doesn't help my confidence grow when my girlfriend's over here, not loyal, over here cheating on me, posting pictures online. Like, that doesn't help at all, dude. It really doesn't. I just think the modern day women today, especially here in the Western world, in America, it's going off the grid. In some places in different cultures of the world where women can't really fully, expose their flesh to people, which I kind of, in a way, it's kind of like probably a good thing, right? Because when we have women out here walking around in like tight leggings with their ass sticking out, I mean, obviously they want you to look. So it's like, dude, like, I'm getting tempted on top of being tempted. Like, I'm getting double tempted here. You know what I'm saying? It's like a double temptation. It's not necessarily good in the eyes of God. So I just think we gotta move forward. We gotta move past all the, flesh-driven societies where we're headed right now. But I love all my ex-girlfriends. Shout out to all my exes. Nothing's going to take away that love. That, if you guys were to put them all in a room and they say, we hate Capstick or we love Capstick, it doesn't matter. Whatever they say or do doesn't affect or change my thoughts on, hey, I love all my exes. I really do. They would have took a bullet for me. They would have jumped in front of the train for me. So, I got love for them. Hopefully one day I'll come across one of them. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. but I love all my exes, and I think in the future, for future relationships, they gotta have loyalty and trust. That's the only way that's gonna last in a relationship. So shout out to all my ex-girlfriends. Shout out to all the exes around the world. It's the Clown with Cap show. Let's go!